Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're still building. We're still building this zone. Not making much progress on thumbnails at the moment, because I'm trying to keep up with May. It is still May, right? Yes, according to this clock right here, it is indeed still May. Get out of my fucking face. May 28th, Wednesday. And also 4. So yeah, it's kind of late as per usual. I mean, it seems to be always the case with Game Crafters, and at least with Sonic Adventures 2, it's only like 30 minutes. Game Crafters department, I would prefer to keep it an hour so I can actually make progress. I don't want that. I would prefer to keep it an hour so I can actually make progress, but yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So, I am working on a couple of things. Here I was, thinking I was going to get criteria made. I should really just curb my expectations at this point in criteria because, well, yes, the current region we're going to be working on soon, being the glacial brink, isn't as bad as most of the other regions. It's still a criteria region. It still takes a while to make. And I definitely do not have enough time to make it if I am expecting to get Laughter Academy done and posted on a Thursday. Now, I've outlined and colored in Melody, Noelle, and Sabella, and if you know any of those characters, then you've seen the series, and you're the very few who've purchased and at least seen the series. Did you read it? I don't know. I half expect people not to really read my creations, because, I don't know, people don't really read that much anymore, unfortunately. Also, I'm going to have to... Okay, well, if we're going to have to do that, I might as well wait. Okay, no, stop it. No, stop it again. No, why... anyways, yes. I have expect people not to, fully read the episodes that I make. But who knows, maybe there are some that are actually reading it. It would be nice. I don't see that much feedback for most of the stuff that I make. It's fine. We got a good drawing to go along with the story. So at the very least, people get to have some gist of it, but they're not gonna get the context for some episodes. Like the most recent episode of Heavenly Deadland. Like, you see it and you think, oh yeah, that's definitely going to be that episode, the episode of that. But it's really just a backstory sequence. It's not actually all that. If it was all that, it would be very R-rated. Yes, it would. But no, it's not all that. There is actual stuff in it. We get to see the character looking badass. We got the Juzo of the series. His name is Hajime. Can't remember his last name, though. I think it was Kobayashi Hajime. And he is similar to Jozu in the sense that he is more effeminate looking. And he uses a scythe, or should I say, dual scythes. In other words, dual devil scythes. Which is like a scythe weapon that one of the male devil brokers uses. And let's just say that the context of what was going to go down with that particular guy was not very pleasant. Unless you're into yaoi. In which case, Hajime was not. He was not. I don't know what to tell you. He was not. He wasn't very into that. I also don't know if you're supposed to be... I think you're supposed to be a mountain. I am making this into a slope when it's actually supposed to be a mountain. I don't know why I went Ringo all of a sudden. Okay, so we obviously went wrong somewhere around the lines here. I do think having this be here is a good idea. But I think we need to get mountainsides going here. So, like, maybe starting about right here or so. Maybe make this like 15. Okay, maybe 15, 13. Sometimes you think you click on it and it allows you to get rid of things, and then sometimes it doesn't do jack shit. Anyways, yeah, that episode does require at least some level of context. Part of me expects that most people are probably reading through the mature drawings more so than the other ones, but that's kind of the audience that I've gathered. I can't really get that many people subscribing for the normal stuff, and I'm not saying subscribe as in like there's an actual subscription service. It's just like DeviantArt's watch system, which is somewhat like subscribing, I guess, if you want to like think of it like that, kind of, maybe. Needless to say, let me try. Yep, while I was going through. Needless to say, that is the case. Also, I have just had the most strangest sense of irony that I have ever done sensed on that site. The most strangest sense. It's just not that like the first time I've got like the most strangest sense of irony, but that one time it's just more so like, okay, yeah, it's understandable. You don't like this particular genre of this particular mature type of drawing, but for the fact of the matter that it was basically punishment for almost destroying the world because of stupidity, I'm not going to go too much into that one. I don't know if there's going to actually be a story with that. Don't know what that story would be. I feel like it would just be more of an ecchi at that point. Not a hentai, not like, what do you call it? I guess, yes, Laughter Academy, but also not, well, I guess it's, Adventurous Ami is more of a hentai with a plot. Meanwhile, Laughter Academy is more like, it's not doujin. What the hell is the word I'm looking for? It's like magical girl, which in this case, 18-year-olds, but, still, they're girls and they are magical. So, the architect still stands. And, I guess it's less hentai and more like fetish-based, so yeah, that's... I don't know a name for that. Maybe it's another form of ecchi. There is still nudity in it, though. $10 if you want to read the series. Pretty good. It's no Adventurous Ami, but Adventurous Ami was more... Adventurous Ami was more unique. In a sense. Like, there was something about that series that was definitely unique. More so than most of the mature series I've made. Although, Lustful Horrors is also in the same department, but that's more so just horrifying, monstrous creatures. We only got, like, what? One anthology made, an episode of another made at this point, and one standalone story made. We haven't made enough of it to, like, have a general sense of the matter, but I think everybody can agree that that's kind of the general point of the series in general. The general. For a great low price. And anyways, yeah, the irony. I almost forgot about the irony that I was talking about. A great sense of irony. Which is really funny. Like, I'm not gonna knock you for not liking it. I'm gonna be confused as to why you don't like it, considering what you've reposted. Like, this is a reposter, by the way, but a reposter who only reposts people's art who is left at the site. And I'm not gonna say names. I will at least say that the art that they've reposted, from what I do remember seeing them, because I do vaguely remember them and what they repost. I've seen it. I've scoured their profile before. If I'm remembering the name correctly, I might be mistaken. We'll never know, because The comment he gave, "This is so cringe, it's the reason why I'm blocking you." Huh, that's weird. If you're the same person that I think you are, because I don't want to ban evade, because that would be terrible. If you are the same person that I think you are, I'm going to judge you too. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to block you. Because, you know, with DeviantArt, you can pretty much block people, spread hate, then block them, then later unblock them, then spread hate some more, and then potentially just keep the cycle up and you can't really rebuttal. At least in this particular format, no matter how many times they unblock, I ain't gonna unblock them, no. But, yeah. That's the sense of irony that I have, because they like basically the same thing. They do the same thing, but they repost it of, let's just say, characters who are not the ages that they should be for artwork that is of that type. Like I said, no names are being named. Do your research if you want to do your research. I just found it funny. I blocked in response. Pretty much just closed a chapter on that book, right? I found it ironic. And because of that irony, well, I basically just will still continue to go about my day. It's surprising that we don't get too many of those particular types of people hating on stuff, right? Because you would think with the amount of stuff that I make, we get more of that. Though me, I have my stuff properly filtered, so I guess that probably helps in avoiding, I guess, pissing certain people off. So, yeah, you know what? I got my own little community. I still wish that DeviantArt had a system in place where the mature filter was separated by a specific, what do you call it? It's like you can just block out. I guess it would be more so like a filter for the mature drawings and a filter for the mock brain horror drawings. I think that's like the best way I can describe that. So that those that want to see that can still keep the mature filter on for the more mature drawings, i.e., you know, that particular artwork. I've already said the word, go search for it. And then those that want to see the more mock brain horror related stuff, again, in this case, Reginald's Macabre Cases and Heavenly Deadland, they can go see that too. Yep, they can go check that out. Go on, do it. Well, if you want to. Heavenly Deadland is more inspired off of like Tokyo Ghoul, so if you like that particular type of series, you'll pretty much probably like Heavenly Deadland. And Reginald's Macabre Cases is just those that like horror related stuff. Which is, I guess, monsters for the most part, entities and whatnot. Got the head gobbler there, which you might think that name might sound a bit suggestive, but it's not. It's literally a giant head who consumes people. I probably have said this before in a previous video. That's what it is. A giant head, whom of which consumes people. I will say, at the very least, it was from a dream where I was playing like Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know who I was playing as. It was either Coach or Rochelle, don't remember. I saw somebody up ahead get eaten. Matter of fact, it might have been Coach. Could have been. But he popped up from a zombie, ate Coach, ate me, and then we saw the zoom out, then the boom, 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 and then, you know, he continued eating everything in sight. He's kind of like Big Face. He's like what Big Face wishes he could be. I remember that long ago. How long ago was that? Markiplier played a game called Big Face. I think it was Mark. And it was basically just Big face. But the head gobbler is more big-faced than big face will ever be. And on top of that, the head gobbler can literally consume big face whole. Also, let's not forget the head gobbler, the more it consumes, the bigger it gets. And the bigger it gets, well, the bigger it can eat. It makes sense, kind of. It technically makes sense. I will say this much for a fact. Hold on. Did I miss anything here? Okay. I will say this much for a fact. We have some interesting concepts in Reginald's mock break cases. Though I don't know how many people are gonna, like, check that stuff out in favor of, like, I mean, at the very least, Reginald's mock break cases is properly, like, separated from all of the other stuff. Because that is, at least in particular, that one is, in particular, at the very least, is, brain malfunction. What am I thinking? What the hell am I trying to say? Think. Do. Oops. Yeah, being able to, like, see that stuff without having to see all the other more mature stuff, at the very least, is a good thing to have, you know? Okay, I'm gonna probably have this kind of mesh and meld here. Hold on. Wait, I got an idea. You are here, so what if I just did this? Because, yeah. I don't think anything else needs to be there. I think this is good here. I don't really have anything much more else to talk about at the moment. I guess we could probably talk about the, the length of which we need to get done with in, maybe this one could be like an overhanging cliff, but not too much, though. Oh, yeah, I guess I could probably talk about, like, what we have left on what we plan on making for, like, the last drawing for the limitation period. Because at first I thought, you know, maybe I could get, like, criteria worked on and, you know, come this Saturday I can easily just go on ahead and do what needs to be done. I.e., well, oh yeah, this could definitely go here. Move the other drawings. Oh, what? Something's not right here. Anyways, move the others drawing over into May instead, so that we can go and get some space made for... Man, I wish my brain would work right now. Trying to think is so hard. Some space made... Yeah, but just move criteria over to the next month's set of drawings. But then I realized the amount of other things that I have to get done with there would be a little bit too much to get done with in time. So I think the best solution I had in mind was to just, well, go on and get that taken care of. New drawing idea being one involving Tanisha, since we're doing a series involving that particular character mostly. Figured it would be a good idea. So then we can go on ahead, work on Roscoe Morgan, hopefully Saturday. We'll see what happens. to which then we can put that here. Then we can just go on ahead and you know, get a quick ore, i.e. others and or animals drawing finished. Out of which would then kind of just grant me, you know, a bit more space before going into the next little mini episode series of Tunisia Inspired and Determined. That was a pain to get out. My brain was struggling there. Doesn't help that I'm tired, but also not tired enough to be, like, unable to, like, keep brain connected. Every day we rot, our flesh becomes more and more broken. It degrades, Douglas. Our flesh is only temporary. I know what the next one is, but I don't want to go any further because I'm going to mess it up even further. I'm so tired and my flesh is degraded. You know what I'm referencing? I just found that on Twitter randomly. Why? I don't know why. It just, some people was like, hey, look, this aired on Nick at Toons, or... Man, I'm getting like half right and wrong like Wade does. Ugh. Nicktoons, but I'm pretty sure that's, you know, the equivalent of my dad works at Nintendo, or my uncle works at Nintendo, or my dancle works. How the fuck would that work? How the hell would you be a dad and an uncle? What messed up... You know what? We're not gonna question it. Never mind, we're gonna question it. What route do we go down to become a dankle? You gotta be a dad and an uncle at the same time, but enough to where your son has to also call you a dankle. Well, to become an uncle, you need to have your brother birth, a sister birth. Wait, is that just brother, sister, incest porn? Not porn. Is that just incest of the brother and sister, and that's how you become a dankle? Or an uncad? God, that sounds worse. It's perfect. It's perfect. We're never going to top Julune. But my God, we're getting there, Jerry. We're getting there. God, would that make you like a cis mom? Momster? Ugh. I feel ugh. Cool, great. I'm glad we've learned this knowledge. If I did my math right, sister gives birth to child, becomes nephew. Nephew refers to uncle, but if brother does sister give birth to kid, then you would also be uncle and dad. The grunkle stunkle meets the funkle fuckle incest family tree. Jesus Christ. Why are we down this route? I don't know why we're down this route. How did we get down this route? Why did you make me go... why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you warn me? I don't know why you didn't warn me. You were supposed to pull me back. But you failed. I put my trust in you and you failed me. We weren't supposed to go down this route. We draw the line at incest, but not at fourth-dimensional. You blew it. You wish you could have avoided this conversation. You wanted to be pure of mind. Guess what? You blew it. Crush my balls with steel. Ugh. I'm afraid we can't go back. Once you go Dan cold, you can't go backwards. I should stop, but I can't stop. I've proven that we can't stop from the Julune episode. It continued. It continued, and it continues to continue until we can't contender, and now we've got ourselves an Eldritch abomination baby. Remember that? Remember that from probably our time? I talked about this. No, wait, didn't we talk about this when we were making the first zone? God, I don't remember. I don't remember. I feel like I would have to look back and see what I did, what I've done. I've done things. I've done things, Douglas. Things I'm not proud of. Things that I still regret to this day, Douglas. I've traded away my innocence, Douglas, in order to do unspeakable acts with no gain. The price was very expansive, Douglas. It was my soul. My soul is gone. I've sold it to the devil, Douglas. Sorry, Douglas. My speech impediment is starting. I need to take my vacation. I'm fucking drooling over here trying to... Mr. Dink is having a stroke. Somebody get him a life alert. God. You know, I don't know which route I want to go down. The potential... I shouldn't say this. Don't say it, you. Don't say it. Don't the potential shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Two theories combined into one. And we were about to go down a very dark road, Douglas. It was very dark indeed. I don't think you understood how dark of the road we were going. If you know the context of the road we were going down and understood how dark it was, you would know that you're happy that we didn't go down this route. But my brain is trying so hard not to just outright tell you this terrible route that we are taking, combining two theories. It's becoming the darkest episode. First, it was an ironic episode. This is assuming that the person of which I think it is, playing the cringe card is actually more cringe than me is. Which is really saying something. Because I think we've gone down the route of this many times. Many, many times. And that's okay. Because cringe is eternal, Douglas. It makes us who we are. We learn from it, Douglas. It molds us. Turns us into who we are as a person, as people. And, it's a very invaluable lesson. Not expensive at all. And that pisses me off. Mildly aggressive Mr. Dink. He's many things. Maybe a father. Maybe mass. That wouldn't make any sense either. Though I'm sure he's done this before. Okay, let's be real here. Let us be real. I'm going to unveil the curtain right now. I'm going to put the cold shower on you. Every single cartoon father/boy has masturbated. I am sorry that you had to hear this news from me. It is the case. If it's a father, understandable. If it's someone past their Puberty, they've done it. Doesn't matter how wholesome your kid's cartoon is, everybody has wanked the willy in that show. I'm pretty sure Ned Flanders might have at some point too. I'm sorry I had to tell you this. I'm sorry to tell you that Santa's not real, the Easter Bunny's not real, and your favorite cartoon fathers have janked it, jorked it, whatever you want to say. This is a cold, hard truth that I had to learn the hard way. I know. I'm here for you. I'm here for like 20 minutes and 29 seconds. I'll be your shoulder for you to cry upon. It's a hard truth. It really is. But that's the way of life. Your father's probably done it. Your mother's probably done it even. Let's not forget that the women aren't so innocent either. There are probably some who have done it and are unashamedly doing it. There's some that were like, yeah, I can see that. I can see the vision. I already kind of understood that. But you didn't want to see it until you were told it. What were we saying? We were going something about Mr. Dink. He's done it. Yes. He has definitely done it. If the theories are correct, Douglas, I've done it. It's very expansive. It's very expansive, Douglas. You should see it, Douglas, but you can't because I don't know how old you are. Fucking what? 12, 10? But let me tell you, it's very expansive. God, Jesus Christ. What? This is the dark road we've gone down. This is half of the dark road we've gone down. And you did it again. You let me go down that road. Why are you letting me go down that road? You gotta scream through your monitors louder. Scream. Don't let Mr. Dink masturbate. Don't let Mr. Dink talk about his penis. Please. You gotta explain to your parents or your significant other or your children why the hell you're screaming that. Just tell them the cold hard truth. Yes, tell everyone the cold hard truth. They've done it. Every single cartoon character has done it. The cold hard truth. You don't want to know it, but you have to. You have to if you want to grow up. If you're already grown up, you didn't grow up because you didn't know this. If you did know this and you refused it, you're just denying reality at this point. I'm also not paying attention to the map. I'm so lost in whatever the hell bullshit sauce I am concocting right here that I'm not even paying attention to building the map the way it should be built. You know, I was your age once. I didn't know. But how could I know? There was no way I could know. Also, something fucked up here. I don't know what fucked up here. I think this fucked up. I think you're not supposed... Okay, yeah, you indeed were the fuck up here. Could have also been me. We kind of, we fucked up a lot of people, telling them the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I was under oath, after all. Is my excuse for shattering your worldviews, making you see every single cartoon father in a different light. Mr. Test. You know, there's a good chance he might not have... No... We would like to... You know what? No. He's not safe either. He's done it. No exceptions. No exceptions shall be made. Not one. Not a single one. This is the cold hard truth. You know, this is probably where the camera should... The mountains should start to lower. Yes, this is probably where the mountains should start to lower. I need to take into consideration the levels layout. Anyways, shattering worldviews aside, I'm building mountains. I am a god after all. And being a god comes with this horrible, horrible truth, of which now I am bestowing upon thee. To be traumatized, thinking about, or maybe you already knew this and you were like, oh yes, I know, I've drawn it. Like that one person on Twitter or DeviantArt who ships themselves with cartoon dads. Oh yes. Oh yes, they've probably drawn drawings of those dads on their off time. I don't want to think about it. Especially the dads that, she drew. I feel like the only dad at this point that would be like, yeah, sure, that works perfectly for me. I'm perfectly okay with that. Would definitely have to be... The only one I can think of right off the top of my head is Inuyasha's father. And I guess now with Yashahime, Inuyasha himself, since he is now a father. Believe it or not, he is a father. The man has grown up, but he couldn't really raise his child because his brother was like, fucking, you're just going to kill this person and kill my wife. I'm just going to put you in this pearl because I don't trust your ass. God, I really wish that they found out the truth because it would have been hilarious. But yes. Okay, and I guess also Sesshomaru is also a father too. So you know what? Sure, fuck it. Why not? But no. Most people want to go for the more manly fathers instead of the more... Would you call them effeminate? They're at the very least fabulous. I was about to go Mr. Dink again. Damn you, Vinny! Damn you, Vincent! Man! Well... I don't even know where I am at right now. Well, how much time is left? 22 minutes? There's no way only 7 minutes have went by. It feels like it's been longer than that. Christ. Time flies when you ruin the lives of many people by telling them truths they should not hear, but they now hear. Man, I bet you wish I went back to talking about fourth dimensional cum and fourth dimensional crises. Yeah, but that time has passed. If you want that, go back to Julune. Which, by the way, we're about to go to June soon. And on top of that, I did get a cover made for Chrome Wars. Yes, Chrome Wars. That series won't be starting until July. But, probably for the best. I need to have at least a month where I don't have so many things. Okay, Jesus Christ, where is my... There. No. Yes. I purchased fast food. Anyways. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this tidbit. That's fine. That one's easy enough to implement anyways. Ooh. There we go. Alright, cool. Great. Glad we did that. No. You foolish fool. Why? How dare you? I will kill you. You fool. Alright, now that we've effectively calmed down, let's talk about... No. We've already calmed down. We should keep it like that. I don't need to reveal any more hidden universal secrets. We've already talked about the cartoon character masturbation rule. Is that every character's done it. No matter who you're talking about, every character has done it. And we already talked about the secrets of the dimensions, as well as a bonus of the fourth dimensional. You know, I'm just gonna continue to say that. We've already said it so many times, you get the gist. You get the jizz. That was kind of implied, but you know, I felt the need to not really explain a joke, but say it again but with a different word that it's fuck you. You dare try to question me? Me? Yes. Thee who questions thee, who gets another truth. You want another truth? We're killing Santa Claus. That's right. He is real. But he was dead. We killed him long ago. Wanna know why? The North Poles are pretty much just destroyed at this point. Melting away because we're turning our planet into Venus. Why are we turning our planet into Venus? Well, I think at this point it's pretty obvious. It's because we want to have planet Earth. Now, if you want to know why we want to have Earth go, well, ask the people in charge of everything. They don't know why. Honestly, I don't think they even believe that they are doing it. Also, I don't even think I have this where it needs to be. Maybe they want the plan to go. Which, if you haven't caught on, that's the sound of sizzling. I knew I forgot something. I freaking knew I forgot something. Yes, they want to burn the planet. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's because they knew Santa Claus existed, and the fact that he was giving free stuff was pissing him off, so in retaliation they murdered him. And that's why Santa Claus is dead. Because people who makes products killed his North Pole, and then took the competition out. Because if Santa no longer exists, then that means that the only way to be able to get our products, the things that we want, is with money. Not through being good, not through being cheerful, with money. They killed Santa Claus. They've done the done deed. They've murdered him in cold blood because of greed. The 7 deadly sins. Greed. That of which has myrtleized Santa. This is the cold, hard truth number 3. Why did I say that? I got angry at you for some reason, so then I gave you another cold, hard truth. To be honest with you, I don't know why I got angry at you. Why did I get angry at you again? I think I might have just did friendly fire. Alright, that one's in that direction. No, that one's in that direction. Anyways, yes, friendly fire. These kinds of things happen. You know, it's not my fault. I was holding on to this truth for a while now. Not much we could have done to do anything about it anyway. Santa's dead. How long did he die? When did global warming start? Because that is about around the time Santa Claus has met his maker. I don't think that was the right number I wanted. Yeah. Okay, well, first of all, kids shouldn't even be watching this, but if you're an adult who still, believes, I'm sorry I had to tell you this truth. He is indeed now dead. He did once exist before in the past, I will admit. We'd say he didn't exist to, to make it seem like, a step in growing up. believe, like, dropping the belief that Santa Claus exists makes you think of the fact that, well, this is it. I've grown up now. I've now become grown. And if you still believe him, well, I'm sorry you didn't know about his death. He didn't have any funeral. The government wanted to cover that up, you know, keep it all under wraps so that people wouldn't know. I like how I went conspiracy theorist real quick, but it's true. It happened. Look at the files. You ask the president, he probably would reveal the truth that Santa's dead. Matter of fact, he'd probably be like, good riddance. I'm the one giving presents to everybody with these totally working pieces of paper things that is definitely everyone's favorite and whatnot, and is not going to make life harder for middle class and low class people. No, definitely. I'm the only one here. I'm the one who sells. Oh, probably what he's saying. But yes, it is the truth. He's saying it is dead. He was dead a long time ago. Now that we know this, now that we've aired this out, I think we could probably... shitberg. Something stupid happened. I think we could probably continue our lives like nothing happened still, because... nothing happened, really. That's what they want you to believe, and that's what we are going to believe. We know the truth. It's not like the truth does shit anymore now, don't it? It's like if aliens did show up one day, and the government kept it a secret. At this point, it doesn't matter if we know. For life, Douglas, is quite expansive. Why the fuck do we keep going to Mr. Dink? I miss Duke Nukem, Hank Hill. I miss the whole cast of characters. I can't even do a Mr. Dink impression. I can't even do the other Mr. Dink impression. Why am I going 25? I don't need to go 25. 17. 19. Matter of fact, it doesn't even matter. There's no reason for it to be anywhere. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, if you're going to be out that league, large, the CIA is throwing the brain scrambler here. You idiots, didn't you hear me? It doesn't matter if they know the truth. You could easily just go off of the whole ramblings of a madman plot. It works in your favor, god damn it, you fucking morons. Jesus Christ. My brain is already scrambled as is. I don't need you adding fuel to the fire. Fuel to the already burning fire. Man, I like how he went down the 7 stages of insanity. Irony, edginess, cringeness. No, I think it might have been cringe for. I don't fucking know. You give me the definition of the 7 stages of. What were we talking? What was the 7? I have already forgotten the 7 stages. Well, you know what? Give me the dictionary of the 7 whatever. Whatever I just said, play it back to me. 7 stages. Find me that book. God damn it. And then once you find it, go on ahead and read it, because you could definitely use it. How much time is left? 11 minutes, exactly. Exactly. God fucking... Whatever. I'll just do this then. It doesn't matter. So much has happened in this episode. Just like Julune. I'm glad we get more of these episodes, because just us going unhinged while we're just taking a million years to build this game, it's just a nice change of pace. Even if not many people are going to view it, there are very few that do see it are going to be like, oh dear God. And you might find it entertaining. I mean, that's really the only entertainment we get from these particular videos is just us going insane. Me going insane. The collective us going insane. Must be a month that ends in Julune. I don't know if I want to coin that word. I don't think it makes sense. But you know what? We said it. We said it, and now we have it. We definitely don't own it. What would we do with it? What would we do with it if we did own it? That's a good question. If I owned it, does that mean I get to actually make Julune a month? Even so, how the hell would I incorporate Julune? I don't know. These are questions of which I do not need to answer because I've already debated this, if you could even call it that, in the last episode. Not last episode. The Julune episode. Which is definitely not the last episode. Matter of fact, I don't remember what the last episode was. The weeks feel like they're taking longer and longer to get through somehow, and yet they also feel like they're going by too quickly. I don't know. It's quite insane. Quite insane. It really is, though. Like, it seems like when you get older, time not only moves faster, but it also moves slower. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling indeed. I don't know the best way to describe it. I guess I could probably say it's like a run. Our bodies are degrading. And with that, our perception of time degrades as well. You know, that would be a good explanation. Because our bodies are degrading, our perception of time goes along with it. We've gone through this episode with so many roller coasters, I don't even know what the hell I want to title it. I'm torn between it's very expansive. God. And we're degrading. I feel like it's very I feel like it's very expansive. It's like it's the start of our downgrade, our degrade, our degrade, if you will. This is where it all started. The degradation of our sanity and mental stability in this episode alone. No, it feels like that's a lie. That's definitely happened long before this episode. Definitely seen it in Julune, and we've probably seen it in other episodes beforehand, the ones that we were a bit more hectic and going all over the place and not, calm. And I would argue that this is not even that calm either. Wait a minute. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. It's fine. I guess you will be 18 then at 3.5. I guess this side doesn't really matter. You know what? Fuck you. Be 25 then. Wait, no, hold on. Stop it. Hold the presses. This is 25, which means that this is over, which at this point it really shouldn't matter, but I'm gonna do it. And I just did it. You can't stop me. I just did it. Alright. And there's our other block, which I promptly forgotten to do anything with. Alright. Wait, where did you... I feel like I placed you here. Did I not? Okay, can I just make sure everything is where it needs to be? Most of this doesn't matter. I think there's a good chance that we might look at most of that as we go here. But it's only going to show, like, the side of the mountain. This is like we're about to get out of the mountain area soon. The entire point of the mountain is Crotro. Went full-on Scooby-Doo there. Never go full-on Scooby-Doo. You could say the wrong words. Like trying to say JP's name in Scooby-Dooisms. Okay, we got fucking 4 minutes left. You know what? I think you're gonna take this. You're gonna be here because I feel like this makes the most sense. Yeah, like 19. It doesn't matter what size you are, just bring you where you need to be. And I guess our first 29? No. Stop it. There. Alright, good. I'm glad we did that. We could probably take this, bring it to 2.5. Ah! I didn't mean to click that. It's fine. Luckily, nothing breaks when you do that. I would suck if things broke. I mean, everything's fine here, right? Yeah, recording's just fine. Yeah. Still at 30. I mean, keeping it at 30 just feels like it keeps things grounded. I honestly don't know. I don't think keeping it at 30 really does much of anything. In this department, I don't think it matters as much as you would be led to believe. I mean, not like it really matters that much anyways. Cool. Okay, I guess I could just have you here. Yeah. And if that's the case, I can just go on ahead and have you here. Yeah, because that's where this is. You are not that. You're like, what, 13? 15. Got it. Cool. Great. Fantastic. I'm glad that that is 15. Actually, it's 18. It makes more sense for it to be 18. We keep this going until it reaches the end there. I don't know where this is at. This looks like it's inside of this space here. Okay, sure, why not? I'll put you down here. Put you down here, and I put you down here, then I'll make you not block 1 or 2. Then after that, I'll bring you here. And then I'll make you whatever the hell you're supposed to be, which is not maybe this question mark? Yoke. He'll fucking do it again. Wait, why are you selecting? Oh, right, that's why. Man, I am too tired to be doing more of this, and I think we're close to done. I feel like we're close to done. For now. How much time is left? A minute. I mean, we at least close this section off now, so we have the mountainside here, which I think at this point it's probably going to be like slanted a little bit, giving us enough space to be able to see this-ish. That's kind of what we need for that when we get to this point. The rest of this, I think, is still going to be mountains. Wait, where is this at exactly? Oh, God. Okay, not yet. That's not until we get to here. Oh, man, this section's going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain for more reasons than you think. Like, there's a lot more to that. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Well, progress is being made. I just need to get progress on the damn thumbnails and whatnot. Alright, our alarm is about to go off. I'll just end it here. Right? Only like 20 seconds or so left anyways. So yes, that's all for today's episode of Game Crafters. We went and did a lot of things today. Irony, cringe, terrible, terrible dark secrets that you guys probably shouldn't even know, but you know what? Rip in peace, Santa Claus and Mr. Dink. He probably should go to jail, but you know what? It's too expensive to go to jail. God, fuck. Thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist. Of course, previous episode of Game Crowds are right over here, and the most recent episode of Raft TC Edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.